trailer set.
Did you?
No.
Why not? Come on. How much do you weigh? About 180 pounds. All right. Let's do it. I'll get it out. All right, gosh. Hold on. Push. Come on, Matthew. You can do it. You can do it. Give me your mean face. Yeah, these things are heavy. I don't know how much they weigh. I don't know how many bricks are in there, and I don't know how much a brick weighs. Right over there. All right, that's good. Because what we're gonna do is we're gonna got room to get that out. You okay? Yeah. This open real quick. You can move this stuff out of the way so his path to travel is just right through here and out. I'll get this out of the way too. Just kind of move everything out of the way for him. Get it going. And we're gonna go ahead and get these guys here pulled out about 3/4. Oh wait, hold on. Let me hose all this stuff towards it. And then we can lift it up and pull it out, get it out of the way, because that way I can hose it straight underneath them. I had this little Portland from Harbor Freight. And, whew, it's heavy. Getting old. Get out of the wind. Anyways, I've said before that I've had other pressure washers that, 3,500 PSI, 4,000, whatever. And some of those pumps only last like 120 hours. And I burned up 2 of them on a job, just cleaning up the gym lockers and stuff like that, boys and girls gym lockers. It was a open ceiling in a lot of the areas, and I had to get it all cleaned up for the painter. Get up there on the scissor lift, just go to town and just burn them up. Anyway, so this little guy right here, that little Portland from Harbor Freight, I forget what I paid for it. It was 120 bucks, something maybe, I don't know. Maybe even 70. I think maybe it was $79. I don't know, it was super cheap. Things worked really good. Washes the car is great and stuff. I don't have any issues with the pump. And I don't prime it. I don't put any fluids through it, to grease it up, oil it, whatever. I just figure that when it goes out, I'll tear it apart and take what I want out of it with the cord. The cord's like 25 foot. And keep the hoses for whatever. Throw the rest of it away. Maybe keep the motor for something. I like parting things out. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and that little guy works great. So if you guys ever want one of those just for washing your cars and stuff, they work awesome. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this part going. I'm gonna get Matthew set up with the backyard. We need to flatten out an area, put some plywood down. Which you probably, maybe you can use this plywood. Recycle, reuse. Because this is screwed to that from that way. And I'll get him stacking back there. So got a lot of setting up to do, so we'll be back. All right. You are a menace. Okay, well, that didn't work. We've got too much weight here between the brick down there, but most of the weight's right here in the tile. And yeah, the tile's fine like that. You just wash them off as you install them and stuff. I don't like leaving them like that, but the wind out here just blows the plastic off and shreds it. I got tarps stuff on that one there with shrink wrap, and yeah, I just got stuff on the face. Yeah, it's gonna be a windy day. I got 15 to 20 20-mile-an-hour winds today, and I think 30 to 40 next couple of days. So I want to get this stuff done today, and then we can work inside for the next few days. We're not getting blown around or dust in our face and stuff. So let me at it. Get going. Matthew's going to go ahead. We calculated out. We got 4 foot by 8 foot, roughly on the outside of the wall by 7 feet tall. Came out to like, I think it was like 12,090 something, 96 or whatever. I can't remember the 90 part. And as far as inches, I included the door as for cut pieces, broken pieces and stuff. So did about 480 pieces, which would be basically 4 rows, because there's like 60 per row. No, I'm sorry, it won't be 4 rows. That's 60, 120, that's 240, so 8 rows. Yep, so it'll be 8 rows, so it'll get us down right around here in the bottom, which would be nice. And I'll just keep working on that one there when I'm ready to remove more. These walls here on both sides of this opening, when I get ready to enclose that, we'll repurpose those as well. Just like we did with everything else. These ones here are all, I'm not sure if those are repurposed or part of the new bundles that they left behind. No, these are new. I don't have any grout on it. So, yeah, no grout or anything. So those are all new. And could have just looked really easy. It's all red. Sometimes like I said, I get brain dead because I'm trying to talk to you guys too at the same time. Anyways, yeah, they left like 4 or 5 of these bundles behind, the regular bundles, and some were falling over, stuck in the mud and everything. So we'll get that going. We'll be right back. What I'm doing right here is when I turn these into tiles, the stuff I use as a mortar to match. I've said this before in another video. Hold on a second. Get you out of the sun, get you out of the wind. Woohoo. Anyways, I went through like 11 or 12 different samples to try to get close to a mortar color to match it. Well, the wind's blowing pretty good, as you can see. My left arm is getting all soaked inside because it's running down my hand. I stopped at the 4th brick down from the top of the door jamb. We'll see if it takes off. I mean, it should take off that residue. I'm starting to see a little more red coming through as I'm doing that. And I'm also seeing all the old mortar coming off. It won't take off the cement all stuff because it's like a 9,000 psi mortar. I think is like 2 or 3. But it's cleaned up nicely. So give my arm a rest. I thought I had a way to lock the handle and open, so I didn't have to sit there and squeeze the trigger. But that didn't work. But once I get done pressure washing all this stuff here, we'll go in the backyard and test this thing out, probably after lunch. So we'll see you there. Okay, y'all. Well, went ahead and got all that cleaned up out there, everything put back. The wall here looks actually a lot better. And I just did a little practice run on the back area here. Let me show you. Hold on. You guys look in the reflection. You can see it here. This is what I'm using, an iPhone and this tripod. I'm not fond of this thing, but I mean, it works great for what I'm doing. I shouldn't say, but sometimes I have to shorten it up and pull stuff in. But anyways, so you'll see me bounce it around. So here's what happened. I went ahead and put it on the highest pressure. And this was all out in this area here. And then I went to this guy right here. This was, right here, was worse than that. So I hit it. Let's see if we can get this on camera without it splashing all over you guys. See what my success rate is here. Don't like being on the window ledge like that. Let's see if we can get that right here. I mean, it's helping. It's not perfect, but it's helping. So I'm gonna go grab some tools and see if I can scrape some of this stuff and help break it up a little bit. I sure would like to have it a lot cleaner. I'm gonna try that too. So let's see what here. See if you guys can remember this, because I'm not gonna be able to hold the camera and do this at the same time. My glasses are all sprayed, but oh, remember, hang on a second. All right, this was all splotched up and everything, so I cleaned it up pretty good. You know, I mean, I tried cutting lines on it and just gotta sit there and hold it. Yeah, you're gonna get doused. I still have a little bit more on the top up here to get. And I cleaned it pretty good. I did get all the mess that was at the bottom here, and I started working on that a little bit, and then I started doing spray back at me. You know, I was working on this one too. But I started doing the lines. You can see where I'm blowing it out right here, which is fine, because I actually want to take my Dremel that I have and my multi-tool and put on one of those blades that'll help clean up some of this stuff and just kind of grind in there a little bit, you know, take it out. And then I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna test this first to see if I can get these areas here to match with that. And we'll see. See what else I can get. Really don't want to do any more on the windowsill, because I really don't like the blowback going up underneath. And all this stuff here, let's see if we can get all this stuff off. All right, I think one, this is best for the summertime. Stay cool. Hang on a second. Yeah. Do this again. It's working. It's just, my wife ended up getting free, she won a, I think it was a 3,500, 3,200, either one, I can't remember. Pressure washer with nozzle and all that stuff. So I think a higher PSI will work better, as long as I can put on my, I have a DeWalt multi-tip wand. And I don't think they make them anymore, but that thing works great. And as you can see, I cleaned that column up. I mean, that block right there, it looked like that, you know. Those both of those look like that. And this guy here, you can see I'm starting to cleaning all that smudge off of here, but it's also taking it out of there. And again, I'm okay with that, as long as when I test this thing out, I can get it to match by overlaying that 9,000 PSI Quikrete, or whatever it is, Cementol. If I can get it to match the existing grout by overlaying it, I don't care what blows out, you know. I'm going to be working it anyway, so. But I still have a lot of stuff to do here. I'm not really fond of all that work around the window without it being sealed. But then again, if it is working, and I know it's not going to get in the house or anything, but I just don't want this here to fill up with water, you know, because there's no leach holes out of here. But it did get this here. I mean, all these guys here with all the smudge marks, these 4 or 5, wait, how many? 2, 4, 5, yeah. These 5 look the same, so it helped. But I didn't get that one too much, or that one, because it kept splashing back at me. So, I think we'll leave this, now that we know it works, with just a 1,750 PSI. Hold on a second, let me get past here. Wait, can't go that way. Since we know it works with that little guy, when I get ready to actually do add fuel into that, you know, I don't like putting fuel inside of any motors, any small motors, until I'm ready to use it. And then I would like to, you know, then I get ready to drain them out, whatever I got to do. Just, you know, drain out the tanks and run out the carburetor with any fuel. I like to disassemble them, just just drain them all out. I don't like having to worry about stay bill and all that other, because everything, you know, it gets all gummy and stuff. It's that lacquer inside. That's what happened with my other generator. It sat for like 10 years. Same thing with my quad. I took that thing apart and found out that my filter inside the tank was just completely disintegrated. And then I said, all right, I had a gentleman down here, old man, rebuild it, and it just peed all over the place because the float was sticking or something. So he worked on it again. I started put it back in, didn't have the power. I said, you know what? Let me see if there's anything out there online, because I looked before and couldn't find anything. So I just put in the carburetor number, and I put in the quad name, and actually got different. Once I had the carburetor in my hand, I could match it up, but it was kind of hard to match while I was in there. So I went ahead and ordered one online. That's the one that's in there. I took the other one out. Man, those things are great. I think it was like 35, 40 bucks or something like that for that carburetor. With all that trouble. It wasn't that much. It was definitely less than 100. And if you pay 100 bucks for a carburetor for a 250, 2004 Ozark 250, and the thing runs like a beast, man. I mean, it's fun. It's a fun little bike. It does its job around here. So that 100 bucks was well worth it. Now I just gotta find a carburetor for that generator, because if I remember correctly, I took it apart, and I think that generator carburetor is plastic. So we'll see what happens. I'm just not in a hurry for it. But I would like to, there's a company out there that makes these adapters. You take off the carburetor, and they have these adapter plates with the manifolds and all this the regulators and everything, so you can run natural gas or propane through your old generators that the carburetors are no longer around or whatever, you know. Kind of like a gasifier situation, you know. Look that up. Anyways, we're gonna keep the pressure washing for later. Looks like Matt's done. Are you done with all the bricks? Yeah. All right, let's go see what he's got going on back there inside. Right on. All right, so we're stacked up here, ready to go for that. Gives us another table. I'm gonna go ahead and go work on the water heater closet after we put the hose and the washer away. And we'll do this stuff in the backyard during the summer. A little more warmer. Wear your flip-flops, tank tops, and shorts, you know, swim shorts. That'd be better. All right, I'll be right back. We are now in the water heater closet. What we're gonna do real quick is this: we gotta get a board going this way, so we have a way to hang the ceiling, and then I need to get something up in this area here so I can. Well, I gotta get backing. Where do I gotta go? Actually, I just need it right up in here in this area. That way I can go all the way up to the ceiling, and then yada. So I gotta block this part in, so we have it for the wall and for the ceiling. So I'm gonna do that right now. See if this piece fits, and we'll see what happens. All right. Well, we leave the animals out. We got our guard dog right here. You know, he does pretty good. Normally the chickens are all running around out here, but I think they said they've had enough. And then I go, oh, I can't find Malone, our cat. Matthew goes, oh, there he is. Way up here. We don't let him out much. You okay, buddy? Yeah, hey. If you look at his eyes, the bottom of his eye is, what side? His right eye will go this way, his left eye will go that way. Hey. What are you doing? Got yourself in a position, huh? Yeah, you did. Come on. Come on. Here. Right. Hey, ding dong, right here. Come on, baby. Yeah. I'm coming, Beanie Boy. For all those that know what that is. Yeah, makes me old. Come here. I'm the daddy. I'm the daddy. Cecil and Beanie Boy. All right. He's down. He's safe and sound. Well, on today's Thompson Farmstead Adventures, we had to save a cat. Call the fire truck. Alright, well, I think Matthew had to go take care of business. I will be back.